All right, guys, we are live here. I'm just going to do a quick market update for you. Happy March 14th, 2023. We've got a little bit of snow outside, so hopefully you guys are staying warm, and depending on how much falls on the ground, you get dug out easy. Here in Cape Elizabeth, it doesn't seem so bad yet, but it's getting there. So anyway, gonna jump right in. I thought I would do something a little different today. First off, I'll tell you about the current interest rates that we're looking at right now. And currently we're looking at like the high sixes, depending on where you look. I saw something, I think it was NerdWallet said it was like 6.7 and a couple other places. If you do a 15-year mortgage, though, it comes down quite a bit, down around 6, maybe even the high 5s. And then, if you do like an ARM and those other products, you can get even lower. So if you're out there keeping an eye on interest rates, keep an eye on it. There's talk about interest rates coming down towards like 6% as the year goes further, which would be great. It'll kind of get it more into a reasonable level than up around 7-ish. So keep an eye on those, and things will start coming down, hopefully. But those are the current interest rates right now. And also just like we talked about last week when I did this, inventory levels are extremely low right now. There's just not a whole lot on the market. And so if you're thinking about selling, if you know anybody that's thinking about selling, we could use houses for sale. So reach out and, let us know. Even if you're thinking about it, like, down the road, we'd love to talk to you about, what's happening right now. We have a couple listings coming up though. And, we're happy to, potentially share that information with you if you need anything. If you're out there looking, having a hard time finding something, let us know. We have some listings coming on. We can maybe talk to you about that as well. So one thing that I wanted to chat about today, though, is we have a lot of buyers looking in Southern Maine, and it's obviously very hard to find properties, but I wanted to kind of tell you about, I picked 3 buyers that we're currently working with, and just wanted to kind of share a little bit of their story and see if you know anybody in these areas that they're looking at. Obviously, I can't give like specific details about them, like their names and stuff. But anyway, the first one is we have a young couple, first-time home buyers. They're looking in really all of the greater Portland area. They really like South Portland, Westbrook, maybe certain sections of Portland. Their budget is up around, like, they probably tap out around like the 4-ish number. They'd love a single family, maybe with a good basement so they can have storage, or like a room to play some music in, things like that. So if you know of anybody in those areas like Westbrook, South Portland, they would potentially branch out into Scarborough, maybe even Saco, but that greater Portland area, around the 400 range, a single family. If you know anybody that, they might not even be looking to move, but if you know anybody that owns a house like that, let me know. I would love to talk to them. Maybe they've thought about selling, or maybe they know somebody else, in their neighborhood that is considering it. So we'd love to chat with anybody. Any inside scoop would be appreciated. Somebody else is, another couple moving here from Virginia, and their budget is on the higher end. They can go as high as like 1.5, 1.6. They'd love Cape Elizabeth or Scarborough in certain areas of that. So hey, my friends in Cape Elizabeth would love to chat with you if you know anybody that's thought about selling, or if anybody would entertain an offer to get out. We'd love to talk to you. They'd like to be, of course, as close to the water as possible, deeper into Cape Elizabeth, and then in Scarborough, I think they'd like to be closer to on the south side of Route 1 and all that stuff, to be as close as possible. They understand they're probably not going to have this grand place overlooking the water, but as close as possible, of course. But their budget is pretty good, and they are ready to move right away. We're just actively trying to find something for them. So if you know of anybody, in that price range in Cape or Scarborough, and Falmouth, they would look in there as well. So let me know. Last but not least, great younger couple in the medical field. They are looking at condos. They would like a newer condo, either a new build or, not all that old. They would just like to be able to move in and live. And they're looking at kind of like the Saco Biddeford. They would come up to Scarborough, like that kind of area. I know there's a few developments down there, but everything's getting eaten up. So if you know of anybody that lives in a condo, that's fairly new in like the Saco Biddeford area, I think is their sweet spot. We'd love to talk to them just to see if they know any of their neighbors that might be looking to move. So if you're watching this and you have any inside information, please let us know. We'd love to talk to you. And if you have any questions, comment below, reach out to us in any way, and we'll get back to you right away. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. See you guys. See you next week.